Yes, everybody, Eagles is back. If you've not checked out my little channel update, go check that out. I did that earlier on today. We're streaming this. This is going to be a Let's Play. I've got a brilliant idea for FM24, but basically, because I can't do two saves at the same time, along with tactic stuff and the new channel stuff, and just generally having a life outside work and YouTube, I can't do Twitch and YouTube. I kind of missed YouTube and the chat a little bit on YouTube. Twitch was okay, but I just haven't got the time to invest in it. I'm glad that I've done it. That's out of the way. But now, for rest of FM23, the Eagles will be Let's Play videos and live streams, potentially, probably at weekends for the live streams that we normally do. So, an opportunity to hopefully to finish the save. Now, the save itself, where are we? We are on the 27th of November. What was the last video? I think it was an end of season video. Cup final. Yeah, cup final video there. So, we won our first trophy. Following on from that, we have had a new season, transfers galore. Obviously, the league is the league. We're actually fourth at the moment. We haven't started too badly, but we have had two defeats, one against Ajax. Like, we equalised in, like, the 88th minute or something. Where is it? There we go. The 90 plus 1 we equalised in. And then, of course, they went down the other end and scored 90 plus 3 just to do it. But we did beat Feyenoord, who were absolutely running away with it, away from home, 90 plus 4. We've still got Anderson, and he's still scoring an absolute shit ton of goals. So there we are. We're fourth. Are we in a title race? I think we are. Ajax, I'm a little bit worried about that. They're just going to go woof. But as you can see, Feyenoord have only lost one game, and that was to us. So we're in and around it. I've been faffing with tactics as I normally do, but we've seemed to have found a nice little balance. We've just got, not that one. I'm aiming on maybe playing that one on a PvP, so I'm just got that circulating in the background at the moment, my not counted tactic. But we're just going with something like this, and as you can see, there's a whole host of transfers in the Eagles. Let's go and meet the kind of the wonder kids I have spent, I think, really, really well and really cleverly. And the plan now is have these in. They're at a good age. We don't need to sell players anymore because we're really going okay with Champions League football. I think we'll only have to sell players if we never get Champions League football just to balance the books. We've got a really good squad depth in terms of age and profile, and we don't want to sell. Unless contracts are running out, they can bloody stay, and we'll build. And each season, we'll try and get 3 or 4 signings. And I think the problem we've had in the last 4 or 5 years, we've kind of stagnated because I've sold my best talent. But now we're in that opportunity now where they're never going to increase the ground. That's going to stay the same. So let's just concentrate on putting the best squad of players together to finish this save off. So, transfers. We've brought in Nathan Hodge, who is a central defender. I've been tracking him for a while. He's played at Treq. Technically, he's not great, but he's got tremendous physicals and mentals, and he's only he's 6'4". He can play anywhere across the back line. Has been a really good squad pick, and he is Dutch. Good value, £8.5 million. Next one is Nicky Hooker. We'll go with Hooker. He is £8 million signing. Once again, 20 years old. And look at him, 6'1". Needs to work on a couple of his mentals down here. I thought his vision might be a little bit better. We're currently using him as a right winger. We've got a right winger on that right-hand side. Pace 15. Good striking attributes as well. Good physicals. 20 years old. £8 million. He will no doubt, he's got potential to be massive sell-on value, but we want to keep him because I think he'll be really, really good. Left side, 20 years old, we've got Jakub Dosudul, who came from Tottenham. He was on loan last year at 20, had a decent half season there, 5 goals in 13 games. Not even £11 million, 5'8", good physicals. He's a little bit of a backup. He's having a little run in the team at the moment because my superstar that I signed for this left-hand side has had a little bit of a stinker, but he can also do left-back. And when we're playing with a complete wing-back there, it's a nice little pickup to have. He has got 3 tackling, so we'll be careful when we play him at left-back. He's probably third choice left-back, so not going to play there very often, but a really good option. He's not going to set the world alight, I don't think, but a squad player of that quality is really, really good. And then 15.75 million, 22 years old, is Stefan Cerceda. Now, he's acting as a little bit of a backup at the moment. He's not set the world alight, but 6 foot. I think he has the potential to be one of our greatest ever players. If he stays with it, he can do a whole host of positions. I think the thing with him at the moment, we've played him in like 3 or 4 different positions while we've been trying to figure like the best role. I think his best role is going to be sort of like a deep line playmaker. However, we did sign Andrea Carnavel, who has kept him out of the side. This is a guy that I wanted for ages, and he was available here, and we just didn't have the finances to compete. Look at his career at Lazio. Look at all that for like a deep line playmaker. He's now 29, so we're old, probably one of our oldest players in the squad, but first touch, free kicks, technique, passing, vision, work rates, pace, stamina. He's absolutely tremendous. He is a world-class midfielder, and he is playing at Go Ahead Eagles. And then my biggest disappointment has been Nicolau, who came from Fluminense. The idea was potentially if Anderson was causing so much of a stink and a massive offer came in, that we would let him go and replace him with him. So he is a potential to be down the line, a backup for Anderson. 23 years old, inside forward I've been playing him on, and he's had an absolute stinker, as you can see. 3 assists and no goals in 12 starts and 3 as subs. So he's out of the team at the moment. He is outspoken, volatile and confrontational. We've not had that yet, but chances are that will happen because he's not currently playing at the moment. I do think he will come good. 15.5. He's not actually played a great deal. Bearing in mind, he's 23 years old. But I just thought, based on his attributes, he would be a bit of a handful. 6'2", both footed as well. Fingers crossed we can get a tune out of him. I said he has got the potential, I think, to replace Anderson or at least be a very good backup for a central striker. We've got lots of games, so hopefully I can get him a decent run and get him scoring or at least creating. And then the last one has been Joachim Sia. He is a 4.5 million, 21 years old, a backup right midfielder. He's kind of left-footed, but we are now playing with a right footer on that side. He's just a little bit of an all-rounder. Came at a decent price. It just gives us really good squad depth. Now, on the outs, we've let Henry Vasquez go, our sort of like a bit of a golden boy striker. He has gone out to NAC in the second division and done really well so far. 7 goals in 14 games. Really good. Jeffrey Warren is a young Dutch defender, English defender, transfer listed. Oh no, he's the winger. He's the winger that we got last season and never played. Couldn't get rid of him. He's out on loan just so we can get him off the books. George Quant is a 18-year-old Dutch midfielder who looks like he's on the improvement. He's looking like he's enjoying his loan spell in terms of his attributes. Potentially might have the opportunity of being decent. Good passing, good technique, good physicals in terms of his height. Get them up. He's only 18. He's enjoying his loan spell at Willem 2 in the second tier. And then João Nazarino is our Ecuadorian striker that we got a couple of years ago. He's been out on loan. He's come back, not played much. He scored 4 in 9 in the Eredivisie, including a goal against us, which put a smile on my face. So it's nice. He's getting game time. You can see the green arrows because he's playing ball. Bruno Costa, who we got on loan last year, is out on loan. He's at Stade Reims. I think he does have the potential to come back into the fold. Only 20 years old. Wasn't going to play much because of the signings that we'd made in the summer. So we got him out. Fingers crossed he can have a really good season and come back to us. Bazicic went on a free. Rikov went on a free as well to Celtic. So that has left us money-wise. We're in debt, which we can accept. But we've got Champions League money coming in. We should be fine. We'll make a profit. We're not planning on spending anything. Is there any potential sales? There's so many players that are interested in our players at the moment. And as you can see, if we just go to age, we've got Timber, who's 36, but doing an absolute job for us. Tremendous. I've signed him for another year as... Well, no, he's actually got a year. He's actually expiring, but I might see if I can keep him just because he's doing so good at inverted wing-back because we're playing with an inverted wing-back at the moment. And Mariba is 34. He will be leaving in the summer. So without him and Timber, everyone else is currently under the age of 30. Sergio's an interesting one. I think it's time, maybe at the end of the season, to cash in on him because he's 30. We have other players coming through. I think it'll all depend on what we can get in, backup-wise, what's coming through the youth system. We'll have a little look at that in a bit. But as you can see, it's a really really good age. You know, this guy as well, Elalio Huswald, is coming into his own. The 20-year-old. Now, we've had him for a couple of seasons. He's kind of playing his inverted wing-back on defend. And we've got a whole host of players. You know, we've got this young Nigerian as well, who's starting to pick up a little bit, can play anyway, kind of down the middle. Anderson is absolutely quality. 18 goals and 18 starts. He's unhappy because he wants to go to a stronger squad. Big clubs are chasing. I'm just going to say no. He's got a couple of years left on his deal. We're going to leave him. Can we win something big in the next 2 seasons? Stefan de Graaf has been a fantastic... He's been a little bit out of the side where we've been faffing with tactics, but central midfielder on attack, he seems to really enjoy. And Ryan McAndrew is turning into one of the world's greatest players. Doesn't look like it, but all the big clubs, Man United, Bayern Munich, everyone was chasing him. I've said no. He's now kind of like my halfback, my DM. We've got offers in as well. You know, there's offers. People are chasing Villalonga. Liverpool were after him. I said no. He's unhappy, but he's absolutely tremendous at left back. Fromentin, the goalkeeper, has been an absolute standout. Stalwart, club captain. What a bargain he's been. He's club captain and he's still only 22. And Asunciao has now become a massive part of the squad. Arsenal and Real Madrid after him, but he can stay. He can stay along there with Sergio maybe for the next 2 seasons. Yeah, we don't sell players now. We keep them over these next 2 seasons, see if we can win something big. Into the youth, there is a whole host of players, as you could see, having the potential maybe to do something. We've got a young 17-year-old striker, Kashak Torosian, who is 16 finishing, 16 first touch, 16 heading, 16 technique, 6 foot. Looks like he's going to be a bit of a presence. Has done really well. Non-competitive games this year in the reserves, 24 goals. And he's not 18 until February, so we'll keep our eye on him. Recep van der Hoogen is another one, 18 years old, looking quite useful. We do want to bring through a couple more players. Like, we're not expecting a lot of them to be world beaters, but can we just have a couple that just help us with squads in terms of squad registration? And then into the under-18s, we've had a nice little uptake in the last few years. This guy has had bids from Ajax all over the place, and we've managed to, because we've got him tied to I think we've got him tied to a deal. Yeah, we've got him tied to a deal for when he turns 18 pro. Needs to improve on his strength of 2, but fingers crossed, him at 16. Shaquille Kavasi at 15. He's not 16 till December. He's going to be very good. 6'2". His physicals are coming. Imagine what he's going to be like in 4 years' time, and he still will only be 19. Both footed as well. He is the future centre-half, guys. He is the future centre-half. All right. League table we've done. Those are results. We've had disappointing in the Champions League. We've had really good results. Inter Milan we've beaten. We lost narrowly to Man City. We were 1-0 up and got Sergio sent off, and then they scored at 78 and 85. We had a really disappointing defeat at Rennes, and we were kind of all over the place, equalising in the 88th and then conceding late on. Little pattern to that. Let me know down in the comments, what do you do to hold on to a lead? Because whatever I do at the moment doesn't seem to bloody work. Champions League group stage is looking okay. We've just had a really good win against Roma. I think we smashed them like 5-0 or something. Was it 5-0? Yeah, we've just smashed them 5-0. So we're in a really good form. Look, 3 games, 3 wins, 9 goals scored, none conceded. We're in good shape. We're in the cup as well. We want to retain that with a little bit of squad rotation, I think. Nice away, Chelsea at home and Real Madrid away. So we need to pick up a good win against Nice, I think. We're in Nice, down there in the bottom. So that needs to be a win. Chelsea would hope that we could do something at home. Hopefully, you know, if we can get 4 points, it looks like we would be okay. Currently 24th, Feyenoord are on 5 with 3 games to go. Real Madrid away, but, you know, the idea is get top 8 because you don't have to play that first knockout round. But we might have to take it this year. That defeat against Rennes has killed us a little bit. And we've been given a little, our Champions League group, Inter, Man City, Roma, Chelsea, Real Madrid, some big sides in there. Our coefficient, before we finish, because that's always a good, that we want the European teams, the Champions League teams to do really well. So it's currently we're 3rd. Our coefficient, we're up to 23rd. So things are going very, very well for us. That will help with seeding in future seasons, and fingers crossed we can win the bloody win the Champions League. Win the Eredivisie, and that will then give us the opportunity to really kick on and be one of the top dogs in this save before we finish. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stream Saturday night, 9 p.m. Have a few beers, back in, have a chat. Be good to see you guys that have been around the channel for a long time, and any new people come in and have a chat. The YouTube chat on the streams is always superb. Cheers, guys. Might you feel a little bit rushed? I'm really rusty at this because I've only made 5 videos in August. So, yeah. Patrons as well. Thanks for your support. I've got a little thing at the end as well, a ticker to just show my appreciation. Tactic videos out on Monday. We're doing a 3 Amrabat tactic, Manchester United, to kick us off to get back into tactic videos for the rest of FM23. Cheers, guys. Take care. See you later.